I've honestly been living under a rock. So I never really had social media. Didn't really care too much about it. I didn't have Facebook. I didn't have Snapchat or anything. Not even MySpace. I'm not that old, but and I could genuinely say that I was living under a rock for a lot of the time because I didn't even watch YouTube. I wasn't exactly informed about a lot of the stuff going on in the world, and especially around gaming. But lately, like I mentioned in my first video, it's kind of hard not to be aware of it. It's almost impossible not to hear about it because of the amount of crap that we get fed. And I just I don't know. I think that complaining about it has been what a lot of people are doing lately. Making videos. I've been watching a lot more videos than I have ever been watching, and most of them revolving around gaming industry and how it's just gotten so bad, along with prices and just bad games, and it's too much. It's one thing after another, really. So yeah, I'm seeing it everywhere, right? But what mainly got me into this compounding frustration that I've been feeling, and it's just like a never ending, almost a headache, right? Of just bullshit that doesn't cease to amaze. I don't even know what the fuck is going on with with these companies. Why is it so hard for them to understand a simple consumer dynamic? It's very simple. Ubisoft is missing the mark. EA has been missing the mark. And there's just so many other companies that are going down the drain too. We all know Nintendo started declining recently, more obvious than before. And it is just phenomenal to me. I took a look at the newest Pokemon game. Mind you, I hadn't played, the last Pokemon game I actually played was Sword, I believe. Yeah, it was Sword. I wanted Shield, but there's three of us, right? My best friend and my wife wanted to have different games, so I'm the only one that ended up getting Sword. But anyway, point is, before that, it was Fire Red on the Game Boy. I grew up with Fire Red on the Game Boy, and it was just like, I'm looking at these games now, and I really preferred the way Fire Red looked. I mean, I'm not saying I don't like 3D graphics. Sword actually looks pretty good, don't get me wrong. But when I saw Pokemon ZA, I think it's called ZA, I honestly was confused. It looked like Colosseum a little bit. I was just like, wait, does it actually look this bad? I'm gonna be soon I'm gonna be recording, screen recording my computer and looking at some stuff, and while I talk about these things, so it'll be a lot smoother for you guys to look at, and a lot simpler. It should be within a week or so. But yeah, I'm still wrapping my head around a bunch of this stuff, technical stuff, right? But anyway, so I just think that I just think the gaming industry is a big joke right now, and a lot of people think the same. I think that it's going down the drain. I've been talking about it for so long, and I think a lot of people have been talking about it for so long. A lot of guys especially have been talking about it, specifically to their girls or their wives or whatever. Like me, I have talked to my wife several times on this topic. She's a gamer, so she actually understands some of the stuff that I'm talking about. She gets it, but again, she doesn't complain like I do. I don't think it affects her as much as it affects me. So the whole reason why I'm here, the whole reason why I'm doing this, right? It's just I know, like I said in the first video, I know it can be annoying, and I thank you guys for to listening to me rant, listening to me talk about this stuff, and it does help a lot. It helped a little bit more than I thought it would, and just putting out that first video was weird. It was a weird feeling, but now that it's out there, I just finally get to voice my opinion, and I know there's a lot of people out there that want to do the same. They want to be heard, and I know a lot of guys who like gaming and know about the gaming industry, know what's going on, have girlfriends that don't know anything about it, or wives that don't know anything about gaming, and they want to talk about it. There's just no one to talk to. You're probably working a 9 to 5 or even more, and you have nobody to talk to. Maybe your coworkers don't even game or whatever it is, right? And that's a problem. It's a problem. I've been feeling the same thing, kind of even with my wife, who's a gamer, and I say a competitive gamer. Actually, we both play Overwatch, so And yeah, that's a bond, let me tell you. But it does help to talk about it, but there's not a whole lot of reciprocating. There's not, you need somebody who also feels passionate about the same things you're hating right now. Right? If you like right now, we're sick of this stupid price hike with Microsoft's Game Pass. Has got to be the dumbest shit they have ever pulled. I don't even know what they're thinking, because if they thought that that was actually gonna work, they're delusional. But I mean, they have been delusional with all the layoffs and replacing them with foreign workers. It was just so much crap that's just been going on. I think it's so scummy and so wrong. It's just, I wanted to focus in this video. I just wanted to focus on the fact that I had been living under a rock, and I know a lot of you guys are just getting into this news too, because you probably have been bombarded with all the stuff that's going on in the gaming industry right now, and there's no way you can't see it. There's no way, if you even slightly just saw something, it probably piqued your interest. There were maybe just the price hikes, right, got you interested into knowing what's going on. That alone would be enough. See, for me, I've been buying games like on Steam, on Xbox, and PlayStation. I play on all three, but I just don't think it's worth buying games on Xbox anymore. What's going to happen to Xbox, we don't even know. We can take a wild guess, but whatever that is going to happen is probably going to mean something really bad for all the things you own, if you even own them. We all know the conversation and stigma revolving around owning a video game or even buying a video game. It's something that I think consumers should have protection from, because a game is a form of art, regardless of what somebody wants to say about it. It is a form of art, and you are paying for this form of art. If you have a painting and you, as an artist, just selling a painting and the consumer buys that painting, you cannot tell that person what to do with that painting. Sure, I mean, it's a bit of a dick move if the guy decides to burn it or whatever, just to buy it to burn it, but you got your money for what was worth of that painting, right? You have no say in it anymore. Now, I'm not saying that this should go to an extreme. I'm not saying that developers shouldn't have a say of, what happens to their games, but this is a whole topic in itself and an entirely different rant and video, but maybe one day I'll talk about it. But I'm just saying that I think that this is definitely getting out of hand. And now that I've been watching video after video after video and trying my best not to be misinformed with some of the information, like I watch a lot of people, from reaction videos to, I myself love reacting to videos. Apparently I'm weirdly good at it, but I've been watching Asmongold, the Act Man, and just like Legendary Drops, people like them, and they have very good opinions on a lot of these things, and I think they're valuable opinions. I think that they are viewing it through a lens that it should be viewed. Even the finer, tinier details, I don't agree with everything on, with every single tiny little thing they say, but I do agree with most of it. I mean, again, humanity will always find something to disagree on, whether you believe one thing or another. That's never going to change. And yeah, I just wanted to say that, wanted to talk about just how I'm barely getting into a lot of this information. Like, even if you guys saw my YouTube video, like my YouTube account, you guys would see that I don't have much of in the way of like gaming industry information. That's all like just recently. I just got into it not even a year ago. Like, it's kind of crazy, and it's just been a kind of a spike from there on. So again, thank you guys for listening to me. Thank you guys for being here, watching the video. I'm gonna try to keep these shorter, these rant videos, than the first one being 23 minutes long, and I might do some reaction videos. I don't know. We'll see about that. So thank you guys again. See you next time.